Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. So Thailand just got hit with a massive 7.7 magnitude earthquake and King and Laina had to evacuate their condo. Man, prayers up for everyone out there. It's wild. Now, as y'all know, King and Laina moved to Thailand a couple months back, but now it's looking like they're trying to get the hell out and rush back to the US. So Laina hopped on her IG story and posted, "Please pray for us. Thailand was just hit with a 7.3 earthquake. We had to evacuate our building. We are on the way to the US Embassy. Please pray. We need everybody to pray for us. We are trying to leave, but we had to leave all of our documents." Then, not long after, she posted again, "We are safe now." But yo, you could tell she had been crying. Her eyes were red and puffy. And honestly, I get it. They live in a high-rise building, and to make it worse, there are clips of buildings in Bangkok collapsing. That's a whole different level of scary. Imagine being in the middle of it while everything is literally falling apart. Now, Laina said they were heading to the US Embassy, but it's unclear if they're actually trying to leave Thailand. The problem is they left all their documents behind, which might make leaving hella difficult. Later on, King and Laina explained how it all went down. Bro, King got emotional and could barely get his words out because when the earthquake hit, they were separated from their daughters. The kids were upstairs with the nanny on the 14th floor, while Laina was on her way downstairs in the elevator when the quake hit. Imagine being in an elevator when the whole building starts shaking. Now, I'd be traumatized too.
It was like coming down as if it had no extension no more. And when I got to the bottom, that's when it felt like it was about to collapse. So you probably heard the elevator falling down because it was shaking. If there's no holes or anything in there, we'll both have to go get our stuff. We have to go get our passports. I don't know what to do, babe. All our stuff is in there. What am I gonna do? All our passports are in there. My wallet. They don't even have shoes on. I'm scared. Where are we gonna go? Bro, it's bad.
Come, let's cross the street.
It was
a moment where, for myself, in the building, hearing it get worse, and I'm thinking the same thing. Like, man, this building about to collapse. My kids upstairs, I didn't get to them on time. Like, I just started feeling like, I started feeling like,
It's okay.
I ran back downstairs, and I didn't see them, so I ended up grabbing the water because I was dehydrated and I needed some water. And then I was like, fuck it. I went back upstairs. I ran back up. I got to like the 4th floor, and people was going back down. They was pushing me down. It was like I couldn't go back up. So
the security.
Yeah, so I ended up like, I was cursing. I was like, fuck. So I'm running back down, and then by the time I run back down and I came out.
It's like I'm telling y'all.
Then Esther, I saw Esther.
It was like you was running from one way, and then Esther started running from the inside of the building. It was like I saw both. I saw both of y'all coming, and it was just like it was God. So we are okay. We are safe. I'm so exhausted. I'm emotionally drained. I'm physically drained. It's probably one of the scariest moments of my life. I thought I wasn't in the same area as my kids, so I thought I wasn't going to be able to get to my kids. I thought the building was going to collapse. I couldn't run up 14 flights of stairs. So many people were coming down. King was trying to get to the girls, but we are safe. We are fine. It's supposed to be no more earthquakes. The only problem is that our building and our condo has...
we got some milk.
Okay, baby. Our place has lines.
We got some tissues. You got some tissues.
So we don't know where to stay. We don't know where to go. I don't think nobody's allowed to fly anywhere yet. There's traffic like crazy. We had to walk home from where we were. We're trying to go to the U.S. Embassy to try to leave Thailand, but there's too much traffic and we had no passports. So we are safe. We're getting food right now. Don't know where we're gonna go tonight, but we're safe.
So the nanny ended up grabbing the kids and ran out of the building by herself. That's why King and Laina didn't have their documents. They weren't even in the condo when everything went down. Now, folks online had a lot to say about this. People were already side-eyeing their decision to move so far away, and now they're dragging them even more. Here's what some people are saying. Moved far from his son and probably didn't even do deep research to where they was moving. Just want to move just cause it's Thailand. Then someone else added, karma for King and Laina. 1, already didn't do right by Kaiser, then they up and left it him. 2, talked about Nique bad. That's just jealousy. Another person was petty with it. King and Laina can just move in with their number 1 fan, Nina. And then this one hit deep. King, Laina, maybe that was a sign you shouldn't be there. Take it as a sign y'all are still alive to talk about this. Some people weren't holding back. King and Laina were so proud to move to Thailand and get a nanny because they're lazy right after bashing Nique for Kaiser being with his own grandmother. Now, what if this earthquake happened when their daughters were with the nanny and they couldn't get to them? Then what? And this one really called them out. King and Laina were so happy to move to this country, but not once did they have a backup plan for this situation. And Laina is proving that. They spent everything they had. This was all a move based on their happiness and no logic whatsoever. I've seen other people in Thailand that are permanent citizens or just rich, and they're the only real ones with a backup plan. Laina and King are not permanent citizens and don't have a lot of money, so this won't be an easy move or transition for them since they spent their last to move here. Now her and King have no documents and have to come up with more money to fix and replace themselves. With them not having citizenship, it will be hard to get regular Thailand assistance, and someone hit below the belt. Very unfortunate for King and Laina and praying for Thailand, but I can't help but feel that's King's karma for leaving his child behind like what he did. You will never have peace when you're not living right. Listen, being in a foreign country during a natural disaster with no family or friends nearby is terrifying. King and Laina claimed they didn't have family back home either, but still, when they were in Texas, King's family could get to them in a few hours. Now, they're across the world. If something happens, it's not as simple as hopping on a quick flight. The nanny honestly deserves a lot of credit. Taking the elevator with 2 kids right after an earthquake is incredibly risky, but she clearly prioritized getting them out safely. That was a brave move. So shout out to the nanny. Real talk, she deserves her flowers. She risked her own life by getting on that elevator with 2 kids right after an earthquake. Most people were taking the stairs because you can't trust an elevator after a quake. But she said, nope, I'm getting these babies out. Big W for the nanny, for real. And now people are bringing up Nique and how this justifies her decision to not let Kaiser visit Thailand without her. Someone said, Nique put this as another reason why Kaiser won't be visiting. Glad they're good. Honestly, I get it. If something like this happened while Kaiser was with King in Thailand, how would Nique even get to him quickly? People were arguing, saying Nique travels and leaves Kaiser with her mom, but that's completely different. Leaving your kid with family you trust like her mom versus in a foreign country with people you barely know. Yeah, I get why she wouldn't feel comfortable with that. I can understand why people are criticizing King and Laina's decision to move to Thailand, especially considering they left behind King's son, Kaiser. It seems like a lot of their supporters were already unhappy with the move, and this earthquake just added fuel to the fire. The comments about them not being prepared for an emergency or having a backup plan seem valid. It's tough being in a foreign country without close family or connections during a crisis. And without their documents, getting assistance or leaving the country will be even harder. So I get why Nique would feel even more protective over Kaiser now. The distance alone makes it harder to respond to emergencies. And this earthquake highlights how unpredictable things can be. It's just a sad and scary situation all around. Hopefully King and Laina can get the help they need, and it's good to hear they're safe for now. So leave your opinions on that down in the comment section below. But let's move on to this next topic with Corey and Carmen. So it looks like Carmen and Corey's divorce is finally moving along for real this time. According to Corey, their divorce will be finalized in just a few weeks. But honestly, with all the back and forth between them, it's kind of hard to tell if this is really the end or just another fake out.
Everybody that talk crazy, that tried to say I was a when y'all realize that I really ain't, I'm finna come and pop it so hard. I could have been popped. I could have started popping if I wanted to, but I really just went. I'm going through this divorce bullshit. This shit should be over with in a couple more weeks. Finally happy. I just want to be separated from this bullshit. I won't speak on it no more. And the case will be over with. Once the case over with, my name out this system. If y'all thought y'all seen Corey doing something, my first 5 years of my success.
Now, let's not forget, just a few months ago, Corey was on IG Live venting about how he drove Carmen to the courthouse to sign the divorce papers only for her to refuse. She told him she still loved him and didn't want to sign.
She said, we got all the way to Montgomery to the divorce court, parked in the front of that bitch, like right in front of it. And I looked at her. You ready? You ready to go get the divorce? To sign these papers. I never said I never said we could do this. I drove all the way up here to this motherfucking place. I'm finna get these motherfucking divorce papers. I'm finna get to do this divorce shit. Now we here, and you mean tell me that? And I ain't gonna hold you. It was both of us. Cause what she said, but it's the fact that why we couldn't communicate this before we got here. Like, bro, we could talk. We don't talk. Like she don't communicate. You wait. Like you do this. Like right now, like you'd rather go in the comments on the shade room, and you'd rather go entertain the comments in the shade room. You'd rather get on your story, and you'd rather post paragraphs on your story, and you'd talk about a whole bunch of shit that you don't talk to me about. And you'd rather go to the internet, and you'd rather communicate with the internet, but you won't communicate with me. And then when I communicate to the internet, I'm the bad guy. They're like, okay, well, y'all don't get it. I be in a girl face every day begging her to communicate. Everybody know this, but then you go to the internet, you communicate. So if you go to the internet and you go communicate, I'm going to go to the internet and I'm going to communicate. But don't get mad at Corey because it seems like Corey down on you, bash you, dude. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just telling the fucking truth.
But then, just a few days ago, Carmen dropped a bomb on her podcast. She straight up admitted that she's been dragging her feet on signing the papers because they're both illegal immigrants. And sis made it clear she's in no rush because she wants Corey to pay for everything he ever put her through, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and physically. So honestly, Corey claiming the divorce is almost done might be cap. Because if Carmen's not signing, it's not getting finalized, period.
It's like, yes, my mom walked. Yes, my mom came here illegally. Yes, my mama ran from where we ran from for a better life. I'm not going to sit here and explain the reasons or the decision that she made. But it was a tough one because even when she separated, she left me for 5 years. She didn't leave me because she wanted to. She left me to get herself right, to get stuff situated, to come for a better life. She knew that her goal and her promise was to go get her daughter. It's not that I'm ashamed that, oh, I was an immigrant, oh, I came here illegally, or I was in this position. Like, no, I'm very much proud of who I am, but it's just unfortunate that my story got put out the way it got put out by somebody that obviously just didn't want to see me keep going. You get what I'm saying? So when I seen that just 2 words, 3 words, her mom get deported, it was like, it was like it's a feeling that you know you can't touch this person. You're not close to this person. You're not gonna hurt nobody from their end just to get a lick back. You're not gonna get revenge. So it's like, oh, like, I can't do nothing but crash out. I can't do nothing but crash out. And it's just my emotions. It's not that I'm trying to play victim with y'all. It's not that I'm trying to have y'all on my side and, oh, well, we just gonna ignore that she still haven't signed these. Like, that's the main thing we need to worry about. It's not that. It's not that, and it's not about the kids neither. It never was about the kids. It was never been about the fucking papers, because if that was the case, I swear to God, this paper would have been signed. They would have been dealt with. But guess what? My lawyer don't agree with what you want for me to sign the paper, and you don't agree with what I want on the papers. So now we're still here. We're still here. But at the end of the day, I'm going to still continue to do what I got to do to protect me and my kids and my family. Because don't nobody protecting them but me. Literally.
And of course, the supporters had plenty to say about it. They're already side-eyeing Corey and not falling for his mess. Corey is still going to talk about Carmen. That's how he gets his views and money. He gonna find something else to drag her on the internet. Ooh, they clocked him. Then somebody else said, I really hope Carmen friends throw her a divorce party. My girl needs it. And now Corey have no excuse to bring her up. Exactly. Once it's official, Corey can't keep using Carmen's name for clout. No more petty drama for views, at least in theory. But knowing him, he might still find a way. But let me know how you feel about all of this down in the comment section below. Like, it's been a lot going on lately. First, we got King and Laina out in Thailand dealing with that massive 7.7 earthquake, having to evacuate their condo and leave all their documents behind. And now people are calling them out for moving so far away from family without a backup plan, especially with their kids being caught in the middle of it all. Plus, folks are saying this is just more karma for King for leaving his son Kaiser behind. Then on the flip side, we got Carmen and Corey's divorce supposedly about to be finalized, but with Carmen admitting she's been stalling on signing the papers because they're both illegal immigrants, and she wants Corey to pay for everything he put her through. Meanwhile, Corey is out here claiming it'll all be over in a few weeks, but who knows how true that is. So I want to know, what do y'all think about both situations? Do you feel bad for King and Laina being stuck in Thailand with no documents, or do you think it's their own fault for not being prepared? And when it comes to Carmen and Corey, are you on Carmen's side for making Corey pay, or do you feel like she's dragging it out? And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm your host, Ritz, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.